All right, what's going on? We're back with another MMA video. It's gonna be a fun one. Does anybody remember Mike the Truth Jackson, who the man who couldn't finish CM Punk? Well, he got into an altercation with Jake Shields at a gym that I guess they're both nearby. Jake Shields beat his ass. But then it got me wondering, like, well, why did this happen? You know, what was all behind it, and how did it go down, and who was at fault, or who was in the wrong, I guess. So I started sleuthing. Two places mainly, Twitter and Wikipedia, just for confirmation. Mike Jackson might be one of the worst people on the face of this planet. He is a race hustling, race grifting, fucking division stowing, fanning the flames of hatred piece of shit. Like, by definition, dude. I mean, I'm gonna screenshot a few tweets here and bring them up just to show the level of hypocrisy that comes from this man. The reason why I went on his Wikipedia was because I wanted to confirm whether or not he really is 75% white. Now, with that being said, Wikipedia could, I guess, have been changed to fit the narrative of Jake Shields, because I looked when it was updated, and it was updated on 17th of December, which is yesterday. So somebody easily could have fucking changed it just to like fit what they were saying. Now, personally, I like Jake Shields, and I didn't have anything against this dumb fuck. I just knew him as the fucking lackluster fighter that couldn't finish CM Punk, right? So, and actually, not even only that he couldn't finish him, but he was like fucking around, right? And I remember Dana was kind of pissed. He was like, "What are you doing? Like, finish the fight." I remember it was a really weird fight. He was like sitting on top of him, kind of like big brothering him, giving him little pot shots every once in a while. I don't know. It was kind of weak, man. Especially considering CM Punk had like very little training, right? This was after his Mickey Gall fight, mind you, so he did have a little bit of training going into this fight, but Mickey Gall was a young man at the time of that fight, and he was able to finish him with little to no issue. And then you've got this retard over here, okay? This is one of the most important pieces, and it's not important because I give a fuck what race someone is, but it's important because of the kinds of things that he says to other people. So it reads here, Mike Jackson is the son of a white father and a mixed mother. Okay? That means Jake Shields is correct, as long as this was not edited by somebody whom had like ill intent when they were editing it. And I don't know if you can't really see when certain areas were edited last. I can just see that it was edited last night. Someone could have changed his record, perhaps. I mean, I forgot that his CM Punk win actually got turned over to a no contest because he tested positive for THC. But son of a white father and a mixed mother. See, that kind of sounds like it could have just been typed up real quick. I don't know though. He didn't deny it when Jake Shields called him out on Twitter for it. So grew up in the Woodlands. As you can see, very nice looking area. And as far as I know, only rich people play badminton. Or even have that offered at their school. I never had that. I went to all public schools in middle to low income areas. This place, I mean, if it's in this neighborhood, it's gonna be fucking nice. So, cause this sounds like oddly specific here. So I don't know. I mean, I guess you could just add in a sentence, correct? But you would think they would have maybe the names of the father, or like I don't know. And then it goes on to talk about his fighting career and this and that. And this was what I mean. I forgot that it got turned over. Tested positive for marijuana. Fucking goddamn, dude. That's stupid, but you know, yeah. I mean, this guy was just essentially, with all due respect to nobody. Like, I get it. I haven't had any professional fights, so he's doing better than me in that aspect. But he was not anybody special until, well, yesterday. We go here. First tweet that I noticed that I thought was hilarious. So first of all, well, I guess this is all from yesterday. This guy's a fucking schizo. 170.6 thousand tweets. This guy's a schizo. Who the fuck posts that much? Goddamn, dude. I made this Twitter account so I could look at this. I've never tweeted anything in my life ever. If somebody tweets this much, they should be in an insane asylum, I think. But I don't know how far we should go down. I saw Jesse on Fire go over a few. See, like, this guy's he's all crazy about Black Power and shit, right? And he makes extremely, I mean, I'm not gonna soy out about it because fucking I'm white, and if somebody were to hear me talking about it, they would probably call me a soy bitch, because nobody gives a fuck if you're racist to white people. But I mean, this guy's barely got an N-word pass, dude. Like, I might find out I'm more African than him. This is hilarious because Gordon Ryan is like the antithesis to what this fucking retard is. So, I'm not sure. I mean, he's like retweeting this shit. Like, Dana, like, I don't understand how somebody can be a fucking woke retard and also be a fan of MMA at the same time. It makes no sense to me. I remember I was thinking about this, if there were any other crazy woke fighters that I could think of. And one guy that I was able to think of was Brandon Royval. He says some pretty dumb fuck shit, but whatever. I mean, this is like, he's just typical race hustling piece of shit, right? So, but the first hypocritical tweet that I read, none of this is really relevant. The tweet that I read or the tweet that I'm gonna read that is extremely contradictory, or hypocritical, doesn't have anything to do with it either. The reason I even started looking on his Twitter was because I wanted to see whether or not Jake Shields started this altercation and was in the wrong. Because, like, look, I like Jake Shields. I think he's a cool dude. I like his team. Nate Diaz, Nick Diaz, all those dudes, right? I know he's a little crazy. But I agree with him on a lot of shit. I disagree with him on quite a bit of shit, but I agree with him on a lot. Where did it go? He made fun of someone for paying. Look at. You paid $8 for a blue check, weirdo. This motherfucker's got a blue check mark. How did he pay for it? Did anybody, like, I don't know. I don't know how Twitter works. This was, like, within a day. But every post about this, look at white fragility. Oh, we know he's reading that fucking horrible book by Robin DiAngelo or whatever. This racist is so lucky so many people were there to save his... Oh, that's what Jake wrote. Okay, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I appreciate this Doug for documenting his white fragility. Best way to hurt a Nazi. Hit those pockets. Hey, you can't sue a guy when you set it up. You set it up. You set it up. He calls this guy in Nazi garb because he has got a Trump banner and some American flags. Like, this guy's delusional. He's literally the definition of a woke-tard. I hate these people. Here comes a Nazi and it's white tears. Like, this is... Look, again, I don't want to soy out about it because people are just going to talk shit. This is dehumanizing language. Right? He's... There was something else that I noticed too. Where did he put that? He retweeted Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I mean, he's posting pictures of guys who he's arguing with that have sick tattoos, by the way. This guy's just such a piece of shit, man. And then this is funny, dude. He's trying to act like the fucking Sam Bankman-Fried helped out Republicans way more. Okay, dude. Retweeting this idiot. She should win an award for that. She should literally get an award for the most ironic tweet ever tweeted ever. These white nationalists running around Twitter. Paying for blue checks is fucking hilarious and pathetic. How did he get a fucking blue check then, my guy? He's only got 8,000. Like, this guy's not famous. What? Is anybody calling him out on this? He's got one. I don't understand how he can possibly be saying this shit. How is this part of the same thread? Okay. I don't know how Twitter works, but there was another one. I mean, washing your hood. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. This is dehumanizing language once again. A gaggle of snow roaches in my mentions, and it's fucking hilarious. Like, dude. I actually don't think this guy gets the N-word pass. Look how fucking fair-skinned he is. I mean, we're about the same. Same, dude. If he gets it, I get it. But this guy's just an absolute dirtbag. And at first, I had like a thought that maybe Jake Shields did something he wasn't supposed to, and that it was a bad move on his part. Just because, like, why give these people the time of day? You know, but then I realized that they, like, set it up, and he was, like, calling him out and telling him to come to this location, and Here's the video. It's nothing crazy. I mean, it looks like Jake Shields tries to maybe break his arm at one point. Yeah, and the cage gets in his way, which is just nasty. Or maybe he just wanted the guy to feel like a little bitch, but and he's just saying, don't call me a Nazi, don't call me a Nazi, whatever. Um, See, even here, this makes me think that the Wikipedia page is correct. I wasn't fortunate enough to go to a rich white school and be able to afford tutors like you. Are you coming or are you a coward? You are the only coward here, Yakub, and just so ignorant. Keep being a miserable thug. Like, he didn't deny it, you know. Seems like he may have gone to that school that they're talking about. I was gonna say this at the beginning. This guy, I don't think you can be racist and also a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. There's too many Brazilians around for racists to be okay with it, I guess. Damn, dude. Look at, he even posts this. He's gonna have a much larger hand problem on his hands shortly, starting with that bleeding eye I left him with. You stupid Nazi, dude. He agreed and showed up. Helped set it up and everything. Are we kidding me? How are you gonna sue this guy? Come on now. And he just keeps doing it, right? A Nazi just did a thing. A Nazi just did a thing. A Nazi. These people don't even know what the fuck. And I don't mean black people. I mean dumb fucks. Woke idiots. That's what I mean. They don't even know what that word means anymore. I went. Well, no. I am half German, right? I'm half German. It bugs me when I see people throwing around that word like it means nothing. You know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of shit. Like, are you kidding me, dude? There's like none of these people around today. And they'll just try to say, well, oh, you can't use the old definition because we've evolved and we recognize that there are people that can be more subtle about it and this and that and this and that. Like, no. Because the whole reason that the Nazis are like this terrifying, they have this like aura of like mysticism about them because almost no one was alive that was around back then because it was like 80 years ago. But like, the reason they are so terrifying is because of what they did, not because of what they believed. They did what they did because of what they believed, but it was the fact that they acted on it, and this kind of shit. Like, both my grandparents fled Nazi Germany, right? This was the kind of shit they were seeing when they were growing up, and their parents wanted to get the fuck out of there. These are Nazis. This is Hitler Youth. I don't see any of this going on today. Like, people don't understand what this shit really is. And I'm glad that somebody who just throws that word around like nothing finally got a bit of karma for it, because this happens all the time online. The left throws this word around like it is the most easily defined word on the face of the planet. They don't have a fucking clue what it means. That guy doesn't have a fucking clue what it means. You know, people that live through that know what it means. And that's why they fucking think it's insane and ridiculous when people act like there is a huge prevalence of Nazis running around today, whether in America or Canada or the West, or like you go over to Europe or whatever. This isn't a fucking thing, dude. It was a thing, but you can kind of tell how far we've come when almost every person associated with Kanye West tries to distance himself after comments he made. You know, I mean, this is fucking terrifying. Real Nazis are terrifying. There aren't any. Jake Shields is not a fucking Nazi. If anything, Mike Jackson, I mean, if there's any fucking supremacist involved in that altercation there, it's Mike Jackson, and the way that he uses dehumanizing language against white people. And I don't want to be a fucking soy bitch about it, man, but it's like, if Jake Shields, just flip the roles, dude, if Jake Shields had said that about any other fucking race besides white people, like, instead of him saying these white snow roaches, could you imagine if Jake Shields had written something? Because the roach term is like direct, like, if anybody's a Nazi, it's fucking you, guy. They used to use language like that all the time when talking about the Jews, referring to them as insects or rodents in an attempt to dehumanize. Could you imagine if Jake Shields had said something like, "You fucking black tar roach"? You know, like, you fucking... I don't want to keep going, but, like, he could have said something as, like, benign as fucking monkey, and he would have been crucified, raked over the coals, fucking dragged across shattered glass. But then you've got this fucking guy who's 3/4 white. He's got 25% black. The guy shouldn't even be allowed to act like he's fucking black, dude. Like, but white snow roaches? I don't understand what's up with this fucking snow shit, dude. Like, there's this Canadian quote-unquote comedian named ABBA, and I think he got it from some fucking crazy right-wing black dude, but who's actually, like, on board with Kanye. I don't say crazy right-wing like any right-winger. I mean, like, the guy's a real fucking nut. He calls white chicks snow bunnies, white chicks that like black, and he thinks it's the funniest thing ever, and I'm like, that's not even fucking funny, dude. But, okay, you know. But if instead of calling Jake Shields a snow roach, a white snow roach, if Jake Shields called him a black tar roach, there would be a serious fucking problem. Like, serious problem. Jake Shields his name would be blasted everywhere. People would be disowning him. Fucking, oh my god, you need to apologize. Yeah, fucking shut the fuck up, dude. Come on. I'm sick of this woke shit everywhere, and I'm so glad that when it attempts to creep into MMA, there are people there to deal with it. Because, look, again, at first I thought Jake Shields was in the wrong, so I was like, why would you go do that, man? You're like, it's like feeding in to the conspiracy. Like, a black guy calls you a Nazi, so you show up and beat him up. You know? He's just gonna be like, see, he is a fucking Nazi. He came and beat up a black dude. But then I found out that they had, like, set it up and it was a mutually agreed upon thing. And then I went, you know what? Fuck, that's great. Actually, changed my mind completely. That's awesome. Because I'm sick and tired of people being able to levy those accusations without any fucking recourse whatsoever. I mean, nothing happens most of the time. Most of the time, nothing happens. They just say it, get away with it. Media will run with it, even, you know, and if the person's, like, big enough. Finally, there's some consequences to it, though, which I like, man. The left's been saying that for a long time, right? Yeah, you got free speech, but you're not free of consequences. Neither are you. Don't call me a fucking Nazi, or I'm gonna come to the gym, and fuck you up. I can't believe that the guy who couldn't finish CM Punk thought he could fucking beat up Jake Shields. What fucking planet is he on, dude? What fucking planet is he on? Ooh, I just about made a real racist joke, but Joe Rogan got in trouble for that one. Haha. I know what planet he's on. No, just kidding. It's a movie reference. It's okay. Jesus loves everybody. Okay, yeah. So this video's gone on long enough, and I've basically just been rambling. I fucking hate racists, whether they're white or black. Get them the fuck out of here. Get them the fuck out of the MMA community. Just get them gone. Racially charged humor is fine. I'm talking about legit fucking supremacists, and that's exactly what Mike the Truth Jackson is. So, anyways, I doubt anybody's made it this far. Like and subscribe. Please. Jesus wants you to. Jesus would love you if you'd like and subscribe. Ta-ta for now.